already beating the best in the world, and I know what I'm capable of.
Whoa, nice left hand.
To go out now is really, really hard for me.
She came in confident against Skye Nicolson, left broken and beltless.
I'll win first year, with probably a huge end to the year as well, but
Skye Nicolson is one of the most technically gifted boxers Australia has ever produced. Olympic pedigree, Southpaw precision, a fighter who makes world-class opponents look confused.
my fans have been very loyal always, even in the amateurs. To give back and be there and to fight on a Saturday night for them, I'm very excited for that.
But her reason for stepping into the ring runs deeper than titles or glory. In 1994, her brothers Jamie and Gavin died in a car accident on their way to boxing training. Jamie was only 22. A Commonwealth Games bronze medalist and 1992 Olympian. Gavin was just 10 years old. Skye was born a year later and never met either of them. She chose boxing to finish what they started.
I want opponents coming in to win. I don't want opponents coming in for a payday.
To fulfill the dreams her brothers never got to complete. What happened next turned grief into fury.
Body shots at the start of the round. That's his fight body. Our amateur
And proved that fighters who box for something bigger than themselves don't break when they're beaten.
Female boxing. Oh! Big shot. Nicholson. She's dropped it for the first time in this fight.
Welcome to Punch Club, fellas. Here we go.
Really, really big goals and things I want to achieve, and this is another stepping stone towards that.
Skye Nicolson, sharp, switched on, focused, and
The Perfect World, March 26, 2022, Leeds, England. Skye Nicolson walked into her second pro fight with a resume that made people stop and stare. 107 amateur wins, Olympic boxer for Australia, perfect technique. Her opponent that night didn't care about the resume. Beck Conley had survived wars with Terry Harper, Natasha Jonas, Ebony Bridges, real punchers who tried to take her head off. She thought this Olympic girl would crumble. The bell rang. Nicolson didn't run. She stood right there and dismantled Conley piece by piece. That southpaw stance created angles Conley had never seen.
the occasion very well indeed.
Yeah, it was spot on. Perfect debut, in my opinion. She enjoyed it. She was relaxed.
Every time the Brit stepped forward, she walked straight into punches. Round 3, a left hook caught Conley flush on the temple. Her legs betrayed her.
Tries to move off around the left-hand side. Conley just holding centering.
By round 6, Conley's nose was bleeding. Face swelling, her corner desperately trying to patch her up between rounds.
Well, we know the opportunities will come her way. The women's division, the routes to.
Final bell rang, 60-54, 60-54, and 60-54. Perfect shutout, 6 rounds, not one for Conley. Skye Nicolson had just sent a message to the entire division, but someone wasn't buying it. Someone who had been in there with world champions and survived all of them. The Masterclass, June 4, 2022, Cardiff, Wales. Gabriella Bouvier walked in with 15 wins and over a decade of experience. Nicolson was 3-0. Bouvier had been in there with champions, seen every trick, survived everything. Or so she thought. For 8 rounds, Nicolson put on a boxing clinic. That jab kept coming, fast, sharp, painful. Bouvier tried closing distance, tried making it ugly, tried using all that experience.
She has been, in the first 7 or 8 years of her career, against somebody as fresh and who's had her eye on as regularly.
Nicolson just smiled and made her miss badly. Then punished her with a combination that echoed through the arena.
Controls the distance really well, so Bouvier's going to have to lean on all her experience, try and smother the work, try and get close.
By round 6, Bouvier's nose was pouring blood. Unanimous decision every single round. 4-0 undefeated. The boxing world was paying attention now. Fighters started avoiding her name. The hype was real, and she kept winning. Every opponent walked out the same way, confused, beaten, dominated. By 2024, Skye Nicolson became WBC featherweight champion of the world. 10th professional fight, 12-0 record, untouchable. But across the country, someone had been watching every single one of those wins, and she had something to say about it. The one who broke the queen. Her name was Tiara Brown, a former cop from Washington, D.C., who had been grinding at small venues for 9 years before getting her first world title shot. 9 years. Nicolson became champion in 10 fights. Brown had been waiting for this moment since Nicolson was still an amateur. When they got matched in March 2025, the press conference turned ugly within minutes. Brown called Nicholson's career a joke, said her opponents were handpicked, said she didn't deserve to hold that belt.
He's never fought no one like me. He knows he's never fought me.
To the front, please.
I'm from the hood.
Nicholson fired back, promised Brown she'd be seriously humbled by round 3. Then came the weigh-in. Both women made weight. Nicholson stepped forward, extended her hand. Brown looked at it, turned around, walked away. Pure disrespect. Nicholson's face said it all. This wasn't business anymore. This was personal.
I had 150 amateur fights. I want real fights, and I want girls coming in there trying to win.
If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 99% of you watch the video without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but makes a huge difference to us. Thanks a lot. Muchly appreciated. Now, back to the video. The night everything changed. March 22nd, 2025, Kudos Bank Arena, Sydney, Australia. Nicolson was fighting at home, in front of her family, her fans, her country. Brown was the outsider, the underdog, the cop who didn't belong. The betting odds had Nicolson at -800. This wasn't supposed to be competitive. This was supposed to be an execution. The bell rang. Nicolson came out calm, composed, that jab working like always.
Firing her shots when she needs to. Let's see if Brown can step it up and get in where she needs to be.
Brown came forward, throwing right hands. Round 1 to Nicolson. Round 2, Brown started pressing closer. Nicolson landed clean lefts, but Brown wasn't backing off.
Yeah, Nicolson just collecting data, just taking her steps back and watching very closely Tiara and see what she does.
Round 2, probably Nicolson, but closer than it should have been. Round 3, Brown threw a right hand as Nicolson pulled away. Nicholson's head snapped back, her eyes widened just for a second. The crowd went quiet. That wasn't supposed to happen.
It's got a very, very close fight. Good shot, that one from Nicolson. Through the guard.
Round 4, Brown pushed forward harder. Nicholson's jab stopped landing clean. Something was wrong. Round 5, Brown walked straight through Nicholson's punches like they were nothing.
Around and just can't quite find her over the top. To the body goes Brown. Nicholson sits down.
By round 7, you could see it in Nicholson's face. Frustration, confusion, doubt. The exchanges were even now. The Australian fans were getting nervous. This wasn't the plan. This wasn't how it was supposed to go.
On that left hand again. Still time for one or the other to grab what could be a very important final round here.
Round 9, Brown came throwing everything. Nicholson blocked a hook with her guard, then Brown stepped in, landing a cross right on Nicholson's jaw. The champion's legs wobbled, her eyes glazed over. She backed away, trying to recover. Too late. Round 10, final round, everything on the line. They traded punches like two fighters who knew this was it.
They tangle and try to work. Missing with that left hand is Nicholson. Brown tries to work on the inside.
The bell rang. Brown dropped to her knees, sobbing. Nicholson stood with her hands on her hips, staring at the ceiling. Then came the scorecard. 96-94 for Nicholson. 96-94 for Brown. 97-93 for Tiara Brown. The arena exploded in shock. Brown collapsed on the canvas crying. Nicholson stood frozen as they took her belt away. Her perfect record, gone. Her WBC title, gone. But what nobody knew at this time was that losing everything would turn Skye Nicolson into something far more dangerous than a champion. The birth of a savage. 4 months after the Brown fight, Nicolson disappeared. No social media post, no interviews, no public appearances. People wondered if she was done, if the loss had broken her. Behind closed doors, something else was happening. Nicolson made a decision. Dropped down to 122 pounds, super bantamweight, where she'd be faster, stronger, more dangerous. The old Skye Nicolson died in Sydney, the one who smiled, pointed, and danced after winning decisions. What came back from that gym was something different. And in Manchester, someone was about to find out what. The comeback. July 5th, 2025, Manchester, England. 4 months after losing everything, Nicolson was back. Carla Camilla Campos walked in with power. 8 knockouts and 9 wins. She'd been following Nicholson's career, watching the Brown fight, studying the tapes. She thought she knew exactly what she was facing. A heartbroken Olympic boxer still recovering from her first loss. She had no idea. Round 1, Nicolson came out different, more aggressive, more focused, meaner. No smiling, no pointing, just hunting.
She's already punching with intent. It's really good to see. Lovely hand, right hand.
Yeah, that was a lovely shot from Skye Nicolson, as you say.
Round 2, Nicholson stalked Campos around the ring like a predator, cutting off escape routes. Then she found the opening.
It's on the undercard of Serrano Taylor. That's a lovely left hand.
I really like how Skye's putting her punches together now.
A left hand, straight to the body. The sound echoed throughout the entire arena. Campos' face went white. Her legs buckled. She backed to the ropes, gasping for air. Then she did something shocking.
Yeah, she is really turning through the shots. And you see there again, Barry, the know-how, the ring IQ, the defensive skills. She just takes half a step back, avoids the shots.
She turned her back on Nicholson. Nicholson didn't hesitate, unleashed a fury that made Campos' legs give out completely. Referee jumped in. Round 2, 1 minute, 21 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee John Latham calls a halt to this contest. The official time of the stoppage, 1 minute, 21 seconds of round number 2.
Skye Nicolson had just scored the second knockout of her career. The old Nicolson would have smiled and boxed for 10 rounds. The new Nicolson ended it in 2. The boxing world called it luck, a fluke, a body shot, caught her perfect. She can't do it again. 7 weeks later in Brisbane, another fighter learned the truth. The knockout queen. August 23rd, 2025, Brisbane, Australia. Urvashi Singh walked in with a 12-4 record and a 4-fight win streak. She'd fought all over Asia and the Middle East, seen different styles, survived tough opponents. She thought she could handle a heartbroken Australian still trying to rebuild. Round 1, Nicholson came out patient, working the jab, moving forward.
This is Skye's true homecoming. I spoke to Eddie Lamb, her trainer, earlier, who said they had a great camp and they worked on power.
Round 2, Singh tried to box from distance, create space, use her angles. Nicholson was patient, calculating.
Pop in her punches with that step forward there, Connor.
You can see even in her last performance as well, she had a statement performance. She came out, Skye Neck 2.0 she called it, so.
Setting the trap. Then she stepped in, left hand to the body. Singh's eyes went wide, her mouth open. She turned her back immediately.
So she's captured a handful of belts, which I mentioned previously, and her trainer wrote them down and said, here's what they are. WBC Asia, many other belts, but Skye Nicolson just taken.
Nicholson followed with a combination. Singh crumbled to her knees. During the referee's count, Singh shook her head. She was done. She couldn't continue.
That's what we want to see here at the 14th meeting, Holt said.
That's exactly right.
She doesn't want to continue. It's all over.
Nice.
Round 2, 83 seconds. 2 fights, 2 body shots in round 2. 2 professional fighters who turned their backs and quit. This wasn't luck anymore. This was a pattern. The loss to Tierra Brown didn't break Skye Nicolson. It reminded her why she fights. The smiling, pointing finger who won on decisions died in Sydney that night. What came back was someone who'd stopped caring about being liked and started caring about being feared. Two professional fighters who turned their backs and quit mid-fight rather than continue. Both in round 2, both refusing to take another body shot. This is what happens when you face someone who isn't fighting for fame or belts. She's finishing what her brothers started. Every punch thrown is a promise kept to family she never met. The question now isn't whether anyone can survive her body shots. The question is whether they understand that some fighters can't be broken because they're already carrying something heavier than any loss. If you want to know more stories about other fighters on our channel, you've got to check this video. This is Punch Club, fellas. If y'all got any ideas, drop your thoughts in the comment section below. We'll see you in the next video. Peace out.